I'm excited to feel that. For me, Nashville was the first time I was able to play at that place, even though it's been around for a while. 3 years now, I think. But this year was my first time playing there. Austin this year was my first time playing there. I've been there a couple of times, but just as a spectator. So it's always a pleasure when you get to go to these. These are. They're not just stadiums. I think they're a testament to how the sport is growing in this country. And it's really nice to see technology move along and see how new things are implemented, and it's awesome. It's an honor. It's a pleasure to be able to do that.
Do you have any sort of relationship with Berkey? Like, have you ever met him? Have you talked to him?
No, just after the game we had. Got to practice my Swiss German a little bit, which is awesome. But surprised. Maybe he's lying, but apparently he knew of me. So I went home and told my wife, "Look, you know who I was." No, but obviously I grew up. Watching the Bundesliga as a kid, and that was always my league. I've always been a huge Bayern Munich fan. So obviously he played for the wrong team there, but I'm well aware of like I said, how incredible of a career he's had and continues to have. So I have the utmost respect, and it's really nice when we see some fellow Swiss people come into the league and do well on top of that.
You had mentioned a couple weeks ago that you thought he had a good shout, or a legitimate shout, for league MVP.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that he's even in the conversation? It does something for the sort of the goalkeepers union?
No, I think he should be. I honestly think goalkeepers get pushed into the goalkeeper of the year bracket, and then they're forgotten as players. And they don't ever get a chance to enter that conversation of MVP. But if you look what they've been able to do, I think he's the biggest reason why they've been able to do it. And especially, after I think they had a super hot start and then started, having to do a little bit of soul searching. I was not in a locker room. I have no idea. But again, a guy who has that kind of experience, leadership and veteran, I'm pretty sure he had a huge part in making sure that they found themselves again. It frustrates me when they say, "Oh, you got goalkeeper of the tournament, or you got goalkeeper of the year," but that's where it ends for goalkeepers. No, we're players. We're part of the 11. We put it in just like anybody else. I'd argue we put it in harder during the week in training, but I think he should be considered for sure.
Last couple for Stefan.
Do you take any? They're going for a expansion team record for points in a season. Is that something that you guys have any interest in spoiling in particular, or is this just you're totally focused on doing your own thing?
No, well, I honestly wasn't even aware of it. I know they've had a good year. Didn't know what the records were with that. I think it's good to see. I obviously, my connection with the Sounders. I joined the league in 2009, and that was the first year the Sounders, or when the Sounders entered MLS, and I think I was able to see, that how well that expansion did, and I think from that point on, everybody tried to copy that success and surpass it, and as of late, there's been good expansion teams that have come in and have done quite well, and that's what you need. You don't want new teams to come in and you give them a bit of grace period. It's difficult to come in, but you don't want them to be bottom dwellers for 3, 4, 5 years. You want them to keep the sport grow, keep helping the sport grow. There's a reason why we needed a team in St. Louis, or they thought it feasible to have a team in St. Louis. So there needs to be a good product on the field, a successful product, and that will make it good off the field as well. So it's good. I'm happy to see it because it helps the sport grow in this league.